I'm going to explain to you something. This is for all young people. There are some people that when you sit next to them, you just have a comfortable feeling that you've known them a long time. That it's not, I'll explain to you, I'm going to give everybody some great dating advice. Follow this and you should be pretty miserable anyway because men and women should not really be in a relationship, but but at least they'll give you some hope. If you have to force the conversation, if you feel uncomfortable, if you say to her, listen, I want to go to Polo Loco tonight, and she makes a big stink about it, or you take her to some place or somewhere where you friends are and she's just giving you a weird vibe, that vibe means your life is going to be miserable. People who are in love with you are like your best friend. When I met my best friends, the minute I met them, I wanted to hang out with them day and night. I never wanted to leave their side. Hey, what you doing? Let's go to eat pizza. Let's go hang out. Let's go watch the ball game. If you could have a woman who is like that, or a man who's like that, and sexually you can both be compatible, because physical part of relationship is crucial. You can't have a good relationship unless you're having sex. I mean, unless you think you're some religious Christian or Mormon or something, and you think that's possible. You got to try before you buy the goods. You got to test drive them. You need to understand that there's a normal chemistry that goes from the soul, inside of your soul, to the other person's soul, that creates this connection. If your connection is like this, where there's a bounce off, it's not right. And a lot of times, oh, you didn't text me today. When it gets so complicated, it's not right. It's supposed to be smooth. It's supposed to work like this, smooth together, not like that. And those are how relationships are nowadays. The relationships between people now are, oh, he didn't call me on Tuesday. He didn't text me on Thursday. He didn't do this. He doesn't drive a Ferrari. He didn't buy me that. You're fucked. Also, this is how you're also fucked. If your girlfriend wants to go to Beverly Hills, to Hermes, to Chanel, to any of those stores, I don't know what their names are, because when I look at them, I want to vomit that people are actually shopping and buying these shit. You're fucked. Unless you think that spending money on a person is going to make them love you, because you know what? Billionaires get cheated on. Models. Pamela Anderson got cheated on. So let's be realistic. Unless you have unrealistic expectations in life and you think you can buy love, you can't. And if you think you're just because you're gorgeous, your boyfriend won't cheat on you, wrong, wrong. Wake up. Everybody plays the fool. One of my favorite songs. Everybody plays the fool. Not, I can't sing at all. As a matter of fact, I was such a bad singer that at my own bar mitzvah, I was embarrassed to sing the Torah, which is part of my prayer, because of my voice. It sounds like a frog that was being murdered. So I wish you all the best, but I'm giving you good life advice. When you're with a woman and you feel like uncomfortable or uptight or this or that, you've made a giant mistake. Giant. When you're on a plane, somebody said this, and I think I heard it on the internet. This is not me. If you could suffer together and not break up, meaning shit's going bad, because every time in life shit goes bad, fires, floods, car accidents, sickness, and you could suffer together and still stay together like brother and sister and lovers, you got it. That's what you need. When you got a relationship where you have to force it, you don't got it. Okay? You don't got it. And a lot of people think they got it. They don't got it. If you marry a woman, by the way, if you marry a woman and in your heart you're a little nervous or uptight or thinking, maybe I shouldn't, don't. Also, I'm going to give you some other good advice. I don't know why I'm in this advice mood today, but maybe I am. Here's how I look at marriage. Let's say I'm making $100,000 a year. That's my income. Jeffrey's Brooklyn Jeff, 100,000. My girlfriend makes $25,000 and I want to marry her. When we get married, if she left me, I'd have to pay her alimony, right? If I was just dating her, I wouldn't be paying her alimony. I would be dating her and she would still be with me because I have a little bit more financial wherewithal. I could help her a little bit. But once we're married, she has her access to my bank account. So think of it more like an employee and employer relationship. And I don't mean to put it in such a cold-hearted term, but this is how I look at it. If she is your girlfriend and you're her boyfriend, she's going to try hard to get you to be with her, to keep you interested, to make life good for you, to sleep with you, and you have a little bit more money than her. Maybe that incentivizes her to want to go with you places. You take her to dinner. Once she is now your so think of her now as or the man or the woman as the employee and you're the employer. You have more money. Now you're married. She's now a co-owner of the business. Now you say to the co-owner of the business, listen, I want you in here at 9 a.m. She ain't coming. She doesn't have to now. She doesn't have to do anything now because she's entitled to it legally. And sometimes rich men, and I'm not saying this, sometimes rich men think that when they get married, that they're going to have the same relationship as they had when they're dating. When they're dating, the woman is trying to attain this man. So she's really given 100% like an employee who works for a boss. I don't mean to put it that way because in this new world, everybody's going to say I'm misogynist, racist. I don't know what you guys are going to come up with, but I'm sure you'll come up with some type of thing that I'm prejudiced, racist, misogynist, I'm not woke, I'm old, whatever you want to say, go for it. Once she's entitled to the money, she is now your co-owner of the business. She doesn't have to show up early. She doesn't have to do anything special because she's got it already. So why give it like that? Why incentivize a person not to treat you well? That's why I say when you marry for children. You want to have children. Or just stay together and be happy together and don't marry. Why do you need that piece of paper? Is that so necessary? That piece of paper makes a difference. Women and men, that piece of paper makes no difference. Women cheat on men cheat on women, and they're married. It means nothing. What means something is your heart-to-heart commitment. That's what means something. Good advice. Will anyone take it? If I help one of you, fine. Also, another word for the wise. Prenuptial agreement. This is a concept that I don't know why, but I remember one time I had a date and I thought I was in love. Of course, there was no love. There was only financial love because I asked my girlfriend, hey, let's sign a prenuptial agreement. Because you know what? I want to make sure that this works out for us. And I don't want you to leave me and I have to pay all these lawyer fees and all this money. So let's try it this way. Now, I'm the man. I have a lot to lose. She earned very little. She had nothing to lose. You know what she said? I spoke to my mother. My mother said it's not a good idea. This is when you are fucked. You as a man are fucked. And if you don't think you're fucked, you are stupid. And there's no stupider man than a man in love. Man in love. Oh, I'm in love. I'm in love. I'm in love. You know what? Look at Keith Urban and fucking Nicole Kidman. Look at them. Oh, he was in love. Oh, they're in love. He cheated. He's got a girlfriend already. What about Ashton Kutcher and Demi Moore? I'm in love. Shut up. Love is a drug. Love is heroin. Love is crack cocaine. Love is a fucking drug. And all of you drug addicts who are addicted to love, wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up. Grow up. Grow up. Okay? Sometimes love ends. Do you know, I love steak. Now I like chicken parmesan and pizza really more than most things. You love chicken parmesan? I love chicken parm. And you know what I realize? I can't eat it every night. Well, that's the same thing with a girl and a man. You look at a beautiful girl naked, after you see her naked for about a year, it's like eating chicken parmesan for a year straight. I mean, I probably could eat it for 2 weeks straight, and that's what happens. So you have to be aware that even if you're in love, that sometimes the physical connection dies. You must have more than that. You must have a communication. If you're going to cheat or you're going to do something crazy, Make sure that your partner is aware that this is what's on your mind, and maybe you could come up with some plan to keep yourself together as opposed to trying to be a little deceiving little troll and do things behind their back. Because when you come home, a woman can smell cheating. They can smell it, and a man can smell it too. And I'm going to tell you how you know if somebody is cheating on you, so you know. There'll be a pattern change. Something that they normally do will change. For instance, all of a sudden she's going to the gym on a Saturday. But when you were having sex and when you were with her all the time, she never went to the gym on Saturday. All of a sudden she's going shopping somewhere, or she's looking, or she's having her nails and toes and eyebrows done on a day where she's not seeing you, she's not sleeping with you. She's looking all this gorgeous look, but she's not having sex with you. She's getting her eyebrows waxed and this done and that done. But then you come home and you think, well, she's doing it for me, but she's not. You will know she doesn't cook for you. Her attitude towards you. Also, when people are cheating on you, their attitude towards you changes. They stop being snippy with you and short with you, and they make you feel a little bit less important because they're on someone else is on their mind. It's but you won't. Nobody wants to believe it. Nobody. Nobody wants to believe it. It's a very hard thing to believe that someone is cheating on you. Now, me, at this particular point in my life, I expect to be deceived sometimes. And I don't even hold women or girls to such a standard that I expect them to be completely loyal to me. I don't, because I don't think they can really achieve that standard where they're going to sleep with me for the rest of their life and never cheat. I'm not sure that that's really possible. So I would say to them, take a shower, clean up, and let's go forward here. I don't necessarily believe that I would leave someone for a few instances of infidelity as long as they didn't mind my instances of infidelity. Okay. But if it's done with emotion and behind my back and making me feel secondary, then I would leave. Just be aware it's very hard for people to stay faithful. Just think about it. When I was 21 years old, girls wanted to marry me. 22, 23. I'm now in my, well, I'm a good looking 65, but let's be realistic. I had to say it. I hate to even say that number. I dread the thought of saying it. Just think about it. 40 years with the same woman. Could I do that? And that's what I thought about when I was young. Could I be 40 years with this person? Last statement. Look at the daughter, look at the mother. A lot of times the daughter turns into the mother. So look at the mother. As a matter of fact, if you're going out to lunch with them, look at the mother and see. That's who you may marry. Because a lot of times the daughter turns into the mother. Not physically, not necessarily physically, but a similar version. As I get older, I'm turning more like my father. So I see that it's something to think about it when you're evaluating your marriage situation. Remember, marriage is for children. You marry for children, for family. Okay? Don't expect to have a wild sex life after those kids are born. It ain't happening. That's done and dusted. Your sex life is over. So you got to learn to deal with it. Because I've had girlfriends with kids, and believe me, oh no, just when you're getting down to the nitty gritty. Mommy, I can't sleep. Mommy, I can't sleep. And guess what? Mommy doesn't keep the door closed. She gets right up, runs, opens the door, and that's the end of the night. You can sleep here, sweetheart, right in between me and Jeff. There's your night. That's what you waited the whole fucking day for. That one moment where you could have sex with your girlfriend and I can't sleep. I have nightmares. It's over. So get used to that idea, everybody who's married or marrying women with children or having children. Your sex life, the wild nymphomaniac. As a matter of fact, there's a Jewish expression, and I'm going to use this because I'm Jewish and I have free reign. Since I'm Jewish, I can say things about my own people. How do you cure a Jewish nymphomaniac? You marry them.